Okay, so I thought I would talk through how I plan an attack, and maybe it will help explain um, how I attack and all or choose to attack. So this base is already attacked by Ofu. I have no idea how he says it. That's how I say it. Anyway, so generally where I like to drop is by the stables or depot, or where I can get the most. So this is the highest one. This will put out tanks. Get the most, and I guess bunkers to factor into that, where I can get the most, destroy those, as many of them as possible on the way to the town center. And the reason is because the defenses that have the biggest range are the troop spawning buildings. And so what that means is that they are generally covering more of the base than any other building. So like this tower over here, if I'm over here, it doesn't matter. It's not killing me. But, I don't know the range of a stable exactly. I think it's probably right around here. But they will slow you down as other things kill you or distract your troops or whatever it is. So I just find to get this, the garrisons are not, those are just little people and they get shot and die. So the stables or tank depots are the biggest threat to me. Now, when Ofu attacked, the traps were in here. There was like a spike in there. There was a Cal troop here. They weren't industrial traps though, so they're not super concerned. He threw down a decoy here to start. I would not do that because he just got things to spawn, and then he dropped over here. He dropped with tanks. The tanks are going to act like a decoy and just go ahead and take the mortar fire, so he really should have just dropped the tanks and saved the decoy for later to protect his delegates. Anyway, my initial thought would be to kind of drop down here, although I kind of will go, I guess, through the traps. And I suppose I could kind of, the reason is because the stable's here and the sniper too. It's good to get the sniper out of the way and the depot. My other thought would be to drop over here where it's nice and safe and get those two on the way to the town center. I suppose I could try to drop a general over here. I doubt that's going to work though, because the general will get distracted by spawning troops and it's not going to work. Although I actually probably, if I just dropped here, they're going to meander into here, kind of just exactly where he dropped. And they're probably going to take out that stable, or I can just kind of dual drop with my fingers there. And that will kill that. So when I talk about range of the town center to everybody, it's 5 out. So it's 5 out from the midpoints. So it's actually kind of like a circle around the town center. So it's not actually 5 out from the corner. So it's whatever from the center, but 5 from the midpoint. So it's right there. Or I won't trigger it until I cross that wall. Same here, except it's one space in. So I won't sabotage the town center until I cross that wall, and I will probably sabotage the town center with the castle. And so a sabotage has 2 out when you do it. So like 2 out to this direction. So 1, 2, and then from this direction 1, 2, and then from the diagonal or like corner kind of, it is 1. So that would get if I do this post right here, it's going to get the castle and the town center and that mortar. So that is what I'm going to do, because you just have to make sure don't tag the top of the post. It's the base of the post right there. As for good decoy spots, my heavies should take the fire from this, and I'm pretty sure hopefully my siege will destroy that before it's hitting anything. If shit gets too much in here, like this is hitting my troops, I probably will decoy out here, which will take that mortar fire and potentially take, or I could do it in here actually. That might be better, because then it will take that mortar fire just in case my troops like to wander into there. And another decoy spot, I suppose, if later or whatever, if let's say the sabotage runs out on the town center, I could just decoy the town center right there. That'll keep the siege right there, and then my shooters will shoot the siege that pops out of the town center. As for planes, for those of you who have planes, They come in from the quadrants. You should, if you haven't seen the video, ask me to share it and I'll share it. So from this direction, the planes, so the quadrants, like here. So anywhere I click in here, they're going to be coming, or sorry, they go like this, sorry, are going to be coming from behind me because that's like the midpoint of the base. And so that's fine. It would be shitty if the midpoint of the base was here and I clicked here and then they'd go across all the stuff I haven't destroyed. So that's basically it. I think that's all I have to plan. I'll protect my troops when I rally in. I'm not always great with this. I should follow with my planes instantly so my carts don't just killed by stray defending troops out here. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm hoping this works. Last time it crashed. Oh, I need my other general. Wait, no, I don't want to upgrade it. Sorry. Joan. I'm really hoping this doesn't crash it. That would be really shitty, wouldn't it? Thank you. Good. So I said I was going to drop right here, dual. So I put down the rally and then I hold 2 fingers down and then you can just immediately drop. I could do 3 fingers if I wanted to. Not every device can do that though. I'm going to do something because my troops are moving way too slow for me. Sorry, that wasn't in the plan. That was bad of me. That post. Break the wall. I sabotaged the town center a little too soon. Hopefully my sabotage will last long enough that it's fine. It did. Perfect. We actually want to get this castle so the generals are so now my siege is unprotected in the middle, which I'm going to have to try to save with the decoys, which hopefully will work. My shooters are now coming to help save them, but I can drop here because you can tap your planes behind your troops, like on the ground spot there, so that they come from behind, not over all the towers from the other direction. I can already start clean up around the edges where the troops would be. My drop troops should be safe out of range of those towers. And that is killing my shit. Get away from them. The siege is the most important thing to protect, in my opinion, because they, and planes potentially, I guess. You don't want to kill planes early, but really siege actually is the most, because they do the most damage, and you just can't, if you lose them, you're not going to finish the base. So that just would suck. I used all my tactics. Look at that. So there you go. I killed Joan too. Poor Joan. So